Hey everybody, it's me, Jeff Acosta. Hey, how you guys all doing? Well, welcome to my next video, and sorry about the delay and like when I was going to release this next one, but I felt it was going to build up the excitement, especially after what I went through in the previous video with the TSA and everything. But it was still a good time in Texas with my family and seeing a bit more all of the state. Alright, well, hey, before I go on, but don't forget to subscribe. If you know anybody who has Asperger syndrome, autism, or any kind of special condition and they need some type of inspiration, please tell them about my YouTube channel, professional Facebook page, and Instagram at the same name, Meat Writer Jeff Acosta. As always, I am called Meat Writer Jeff Acosta because I have my own online copyrighted children's book series I've written and illustrated for nearly 20 years. It'll be 20 years this coming June. I can't believe it's almost that milestone. Alright, and the way you can find my books is go onto the professional Facebook page, click on the photos link, and then I'm sorry, I'm a little tired from the trip. And then you click on an album, and then you'll start reading one of my books by clicking the very first illustration, and then you just go from there. Check out my books, everybody. Put the word out there to see if I could be published one day. It would be incredible if I could be discovered by a literary agent or professional publisher one day. Please put the word out there and help me get professionally published. All right, everybody. Well, hey, I am here. I'm back in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm here at the airport. I'm actually going to be spending a few days now with my sister, my brother-in-law, and my nephew. This is going to be wonderful. Can't wait to see what we have planned. Especially now since it's been 2 years since the last time I saw them in person. That is, as compared to our FaceTime chats. All right, everybody, let's get to be with my family and see more of St. Louis and even any of the surrounding area too. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, good morning. It was a great evening with my family last night. You know, wonderful pizza, especially after, if you watched my previous video, like when I was involved with that TSA situation over in Houston, it was just a great way to end the stressful day of flying into St. Louis to be with my family. All right, well, brother-in-law's at work, nephew's at preschool. My sister and I are going to go check out O'Fallon, which is a historic town in Illinois. So this will be awesome. I can't wait to see it, and we'll get to see a little bit more. Sounds like we might also get to see another historic town a couple days later, and also something special tomorrow. So let's see what we got in store today. All right, let's head to O'Fallon. Let's go. That's impressive. Okay, so that wasn't for the cable car, but that's pretty cool to just learn that. But there's a time capsule right there. Like historic and of course the brick like. All right, good morning. Well, hey, today we're going to be going off to I believe it's called the Meramec Caverns with my sister and my nephew. My brother-in-law is going to be heading off to work soon, so this will be a good day. I wish he could join us, but at least they all went to it some time ago before I came back to visit. That was great. And if you look behind me, that's a mask that my sister and my brother-in-law bought when we were in Italy back in 2018. I remember I was there with them. That was a wonderful trip. That is a pretty interesting mask. All right, well, what are the caverns going to be like? It's going to be fascinating to see what it's like, because I have not been in a cavern since 1999. I forgot the name of the caverns, but my mom took me and my brother on New Year's Day, that year, to some caverns. I think it was probably like near Boreal, which used to be Squaw Valley or something like that. I don't remember, but I can ask her and then I'll put it down in this video when I make this vlog. All right, everybody. Well, hey, let's head off to the caverns. We made it. All right, just my sister and my nephew are just gonna be out in just a minute. And look at that, they got a rhinoceros right there. I'm gonna go check that out. Look at this. This is cool. Funhouse mirror. Ooh. Ooh. Ah, here. Wow. Look at that. Wow.
Inside is the remains, real new shiny still. Of course, we took out some of the vital parts. Alright, folks, going to gather up around these handrails here. Now, before I get to that, I'll talk about the root. It's a cruel but effective gunpowder. Now, this was Confederate territory, and they didn't like that the Union soldiers were in their own backyard making stuff to kill them with. So they Alright, y'all. Now that gigantic waterfall that y'all hear, it's only about a 3-foot drop off.
Wow. There's the last view right there. That's incredible.
And it'll form a reverse formation called a stalagmite. Now those two can form together, and they can form a pillar, a column, or a post, which are all 3 words that just mean the exact same thing.
Thank you.
And the black is manganese. Now if you mine it, especially right there in the front, that's where you get black onyx from. Now on the opposite direction of that, I'm going to turn on some colored lights. So feel free to say ooh and ah with these colored lights, because this room is considered our echo room.
Wow. Oh wow, that's beautiful. That's a baby alligator snapping turtle. That's awesome, and this is real. I'm just gonna carefully, I don't know if I'm allowed to. Yep, there we are. It's real. Wow. Man, alligator snapping turtles, a rhinoceros back there, and now we got an elephant. That's cool. What a great thing to find on the way back home.
Biggest ball ever.
Good morning. All right, it's my last morning with my family before I fly back home tomorrow. So my sister and I, we're gonna go check out historic Belleville here in Illinois, just before we go pick up my nephew from preschool. All right, let's see what historic Belleville is like, especially since the last time we drove through it, a lot of the shops were closed. Let's check it out. All right, good morning. Well, it's the day I finally head home from my trip of this blog of being with my sister, my brother-in-law, and my nephew in the Midwest. And then of course on the previous video was when I was with my parents and seeing my godmother and the family in Texas. And it feels good to shave as well. So the plan is we're gonna leave pretty soon so we can get some breakfast. And as you can hear, I'm kind of stumbling a little bit since I haven't had any coffee yet. And then I'm keeping an eye on TSA just in case if like what happened in Houston is gonna happen again here in St. Louis. But so far no updates yet, but we're gonna keep an eye on it just in case. All right, everybody. Well, it's gonna be kind of hard saying bye to my family, but it's gonna feel good to be home later and see Jax and everybody else. And then at the end, and then pretty soon it'll be time for me to start my new job. Let's head on home. All right, I'm finally home. What a great feeling after being away in Texas and also Missouri and Illinois visiting family. It was a great trip. Can't wait to get home to see Jax enjoy the last few days of my vacation before I go back to work, and then start my new job at the end of the month at this time of me making this video, and just some other things too. Alright everybody, well thank you so much for watching this YouTube blog, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you know anybody who has Asperger syndrome, autism, or any kind of special condition, they need some type of inspiration, please tell them my YouTube channel, professional Facebook page, and Instagram are the same name, Meet Writer Jeff Acosta. And as always, I am called Meet Writer Jeff Acosta because I have my own online children's book series. I copyrighted and written and illustrated for 20 years this upcoming June and once again at the time of me making this video blog. Check out my children's books on my professional Facebook page by going onto the photos link. Go to the albums, click on an album, and then you'll be able to see my books. Click the very first illustration you see, click that, and then you'll also get to not only see the illustration but read my stories as well. Put the word out, and then see if there's any chance of being professionally published whether it's through being discovered by a literary agent or a professional publisher itself. Alright everybody, well I'm on my way home. I can't wait to see Jax. Alright, see you in the next vlog. See ya. Hey, good morning. Well, it's first morning with my family. It's been so far. It's been great. A wonderful dinner last night with pizza.